2 of Outside the Fire. Today, we have an amazing guest because you may not know very much about this person. This person is very, very good at giving product reviews for spicy reviews, sauces, general spicy foods. You can find her almost anywhere on any social media platform under Guns and Reapers on YouTube and all that fun stuff. We call her Ruthie Reaper Booth. Please help me welcome her to the show.
Hey guys.
Hello and welcome. Welcome. How are you?
Thank you for having me.
Awesome. I appreciate you taking the time out to do this. It's an honor to get you all to agree to do these interviews.
Excited to be here.
Awesome. So you are Ruthie Reaper Booth.
That's right.
All right. So we're going to open the show with go ahead and introduce yourself, give any information you're comfortable with sharing, and let's get to know who you are from you.
All right. Well, I'm Ruthie Reaper Booth. I run Guns and Reapers. I'm married. I live in Olympia, Washington. I have 3 boys, 1 in Oklahoma and 2 in California. I grow some peppers. I'm not a super great grower yet, but I grow peppers. I review sauces and I do hot challenges. Also, hence Guns and Reapers. My husband and I also like to go out and shoot guns, do our own reloading, and we have quite the collection going.
Excellent. Excellent. I see you have quite the collection of challenges there behind you.
Yeah, you like that? They're not even all in the picture. I got 2 shelves on the side over here, but you can't see them.
We all do the good stuff, and then we have.
Yeah. I got close to 400 now, which is still maybe baby compared to some, especially Vic, right? Everyone compares themselves to Vic, but he's in a league of his own.
The bungalows out there of plenty of people. So again, thank you for joining us. This is Outside the Fire. I'm Crazy Jay, and I have with me Ruthie Reaper Booth. We're going to get to know her just a little bit and figure out why you haven't heard of her yet. Have you heard of her?
Yeah.
Because I'm telling you, she's a competitor. I've done a few challenges with her myself, honestly. Remember back
7 days of hell, dude. 7 days of hell. Yep. I did that V1 tag.
Yes, I did. I attempted to do all 7 days. The 7th day got me.
Oh man, I would just think that would be brutal 7 days in a row. Like
I did it around my work schedule and making sure everybody else could fit in. It was a very, 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 very fun.
That was challenge. Cool. Another special needs to go down like that because that was a lot of fun tuning in.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Just 1 second. I'm getting there. Okay. All right. So
just out of curiosity, I don't see anybody. So are there people or is it just me and you right now?
I have 6 viewers and I'm working on figuring out what's going on now.
Okay. Just curious. I didn't know if I would be able to see that or not.
There we go. We got some stuff. Here we go. There we go.
Oh,
Main
cool.
event.
Okay.
You've heard of him, right?
Sure. Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's rough. Doing anything spicy around.
Do the nut shop. Isn't that what it is?
Yep.
The nut shop.
All right. We have Liz checking in with us. Hello. And
Liz.
Jeff. Uh-oh. Jeff is firing.
Uh-oh.
Right.
Hey, Jeff.
All right. There you go. Now we got people comments coming through. All right. So good. Perfect. We even have people from Australia watching. What do you think about that? Monty.
What? Yeah, I got quite a few little chili-head friends in Australia.
Yes. See? It's awesome. Jeff says, bring your A game. All right. So we're going to talk about that a little bit tonight. So with that being said, I'm going to ask the very first question. it sounds awkward, but if I need to, I'll explain. Are you a grower or a shower or a little bit of both?
A little
What
bit
I
of
mean by
both.
that,
I
okay.
already know what you mean.
All right, perfect, perfect.
I watched your with Katie, so I kind of knew.
All
But
right,
I do grow my own peppers, but not to an extreme. Like it's just more for my own personal use. You know, I make jams, and you know, I've got some hot peppers growing now. Some are hot, some are not hot at all. Even some sweet bell peppers and stuff, like just some normal type items. But I do have some reapers, habaneros, ghosts that are currently growing. But I focus more on the challenges and the reviews.
awesome. So we're gonna see how long would you say you've been into the world of spicy eating or at that level? Let's talk about that. How long have you been involved in eating spicy foods, and then talk about your challenge level spicy foods? How long is that?
Okay, so like extreme spicy, not long. Spicy for a long time. Consuming hot sauces for a long time. You know, but before it was just like your common household sauces that I would partake in. You know, I didn't realize how many hot sauces were actually out there. Like there's so many different, you know, crafters out there, and it's just so awesome. It used to just be, you know, Tabasco and Valentino sauce, Cholula, like all those types of sauces, you know, just your common household sauces.
Right.
So I've always been into that. In 2011, I grew a little garden and I had jalapeno peppers. So that was my big hot pepper, was a jalapeno pepper. So a lot has changed since 2011. But when I moved back to Washington, because I was born in California, but raised in Washington. And I moved away for a period of time, like almost 20 years. But I came back in 2012. And in 2016, I met my friend Chris Stitton. You probably remember Guns and Reapers Rather to be the heat source. And we had our channel together. We just went our separate ways. But doing the channel with him is when we really started doing the hot things and dipping our toes into the challenges and stuff. So I would say, 2018 was the first challenge that I think I did with him.
Okay.
We did the Anthony's hot bowls, hottest balls you'll ever have in your mouth. I don't know. I think I still have them. They're like,
what was the first challenge you ever did that got you hooked?
Well, you know, it was like pretty fun right from the get-go. As soon as we did the challenge, it was what we did those cheese balls, and then we did the first Pocky chip, and we did Satan's toe. And you know, I don't know, it grabs onto you, and it's sort of
For sure.
addicting. Yeah, your mouth is on fire and you're like hating life, and you're like, oh, you know, why did I do that? But you want more, right? So
Right.
So since 2017, 18, I'll have to look back at when we did our first challenge together. But that's when I really like dipped into the challenges and into the hot sauce world more so than what I knew from before, you know, going from basic tabletop sauces found in every restaurant in America to 400 sauces of all these different crafters. Like, it's just addicting. I just love it. And, you know, yeah, you're dying at the end of the challenge, but you push yourself and it's a good time.
We have another spy checking in on you.
Zachary Goot.
Anyway, that might be giving away some future. But anyway, so moving on, you like Liz said, you've been doing a lifetime of challenges. It seems like, you know what I mean? When you're doing these and it's constant, you know, from here and there, it just seems like it's forever. If you've been doing it, I would say for more than 5 years, and it sounds like you go way back. So that's amazing.
Yeah.
I think
just the awesome. Way back was a lot milder than what it is now. Now, right. I mean, I'm
For sure. So you do a lot of reviews. Where's the best place to catch a good product review from
Okay, so I'm having a bit of an Instagram issue right now. So
you? Okay.
I don't normally post to my personal Ruthie Booth Facebook page. I didn't used to do that. I would post from Instagram and it would go straight to my Guns and Reapers Facebook page. But
Okay.
now I post to my personal Facebook page and then I repost it to my Guns and Reapers Facebook page.
Okay.
And then I repost it to TikTok and to Snapchat and sometimes to the YouTube shorts if they're the little collage videos that I do. But you can find them in all the spots. Just the Ruthie Booth page is where you'll probably find the review first posted.
Awesome.
For some reason, I can't post to Instagram. I can't. And sometimes even when I go to my Facebook page, it won't allow me to post. It's you have to post a certain kind of picture or video. I do a lot of the little collage videos because those are allowed to go to Instagram. Otherwise, my Instagram would be sort of dead right now.
Yeah, for sure.
But they're on all the pages.
So let's get to know you a little bit. What's your favorite indoor-outdoor activity to do? What is your favorite thing to do, either indoors or?
Well, right now I'm sitting on the couch not doing much of anything. We've been binge watching Blacklist. I don't know if on Netflix, and I don't know if that's an old special or a new one, but it's new to us. So my husband and I do Netflix and chill. But we also like going shooting with our guns. It's been a little while. Prices have been a little bit pricey. So it's not always easy for us to go out and scheduling, but that's something that we really enjoy doing together. Anything pretty much outdoors, quadding, gardening. Yeah.
Heathen Raider slipped in. You familiar with him?
Hey.
Pretty close to the top of the League of Fire leaderboard. Speaking of Fire, you're a competitor in the League of Fire. Yes.
What's that?
You've done some League of Fire challenges, yes?
Oh yeah, I have. I'm number.
Do you know what your current standing? I know it's been a while since most people have checked because it's been kind of inactive with them redoing it.
No, I check.
No big deal.
No, I check. It's it is all fun and games, and it is something that I do because I do enjoy it. But I do have a competitiveness to me, so
Cool.
I like to check. I like to see who's in front of me. If they're ahead of me, then awesome. That's great. But I still want to know where I stand. So for the 2021-22 seasonal rankings, I'm 41. For the world, I'm 62.
Okay, not bad.
Yeah. But is it open now? I have that is what I have not checked. Can we submit now?
According to Matt Tangent and Paul Oro, I think that's how you pronounce it. They got a little behind, because this is their part-time gig as well. And I guess they had some technical issues with it. And so they wanted to be very user-friendly and not so reliant on them submitting everything. So they're working some things out, but it's coming, and I think it'll be a much more user-friendly atmosphere for all the competitors.
So I'll get caught up because I have quite a few League of Fire challenges behind me here that I got to tackle. So as long as I pass them, then I'll have more points to submit.
So Jiff wants to know if you are preparing, and if so, how, if you want to give that information.
Yes, of course. I have to. I don't have any fresh pods, so I really wish I had some fresh pods, Jeff. But I had some pods that I had got from my friend Chris that he grew, and some that I grew and I froze this last season. So I've been defrosting those and eating those pretty regularly, either by themselves or on my meals, and tinctures as well. I'm not doing the dump bottle dump or whatever you guys are doing. For one, I can't afford to dump $20 a bottle. And for two, I don't have as many tinks as everybody else, I think, does. I mean, I've seen their collections, and it's pretty massive, and I think I've got like 4. So I've just been faithfully either drinking it in my coffee every morning or just taking a few droppers throughout the day. So, and my hot sauce choices with my meals, I've been trying to go for the hotter versions rather than, mild, medium hot, whatever, trying to push the limit.
Awesome. So thinking back to League of Fire challenges or even non-League of Fire challenges, which one gave you the most difficulty or you had the hardest time with? Of all the challenges you can run?
Okay, so it's kind of a toss-up. I kind of got 2.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a really bad one. That League of Fire V2 chug, which was partially my fault, because I did not prep properly. So I think that is one of the reasons why. I mean, it was just straight awful. Like, I think I was scaring my husband and our friends, and thought I'd have to go to the doctor or something. Like, I was freaking him out. But that was legit, like, probably the worst. But that was, again, partially my fault. And then Johnny's 6 hot balls. I posted that very late because we had moved and we weren't set up to share the video. But I have a video separate from the challenge. It was a 9-minute and 47-second video of my aftermath. And God, it was so bad, dude. Like, it was so bad.
Right.
6 cheese balls, like, and really it was the 4th, 5th, and 6th ball that really were the hot ones, right?
Yes.
So I'm not exactly sure why that hit me so hard, but Johnny's 6 hot balls did a number on me. I was down for the count for an hour, and then his tube of terror as well. I've done it twice, and that one got me pretty good as well. I finished both times.
Well, I attempted the 6 hot balls. I made it through the balls, but I did not finish the afterburn, and it also. So it's even worse, in my opinion, when you still have to deal with the aftermath and you didn't complete the challenge. It's like,
oh, right?
Yeah.
No joke. You get some credit, right?
So I think that's part of the push. Like, at that point, it's like, I'm gonna deal with it anyway. I just have to make it. But obviously, there's a rule: no booting. So once your body just says that's enough, there's nothing really you can do about it.
Nope. When it's done, it's done. Yeah.
So obviously, well, not obviously, but in the world of spicy challenges, you have dealt with capsaicin cramps, yes?
Oh, for sure. Yeah, all of those ones I just mentioned. And for the most part, majority of the League of Fire challenges, to some degree, you get some of that.
Yeah. What would you say?
Hi, Robin.
What would you say is the longest? Sure. Yeah. What would you say is the longest you've had to deal with an aftermath of heat, whatever else, cramps, or just in general, is the longest after a challenge? Just kind of give people an idea.
It was the V2 chug. That one lasted the longest. I mean, as soon as the video ended, like, you could tell in the video I was in some serious pain towards the end. I completed it, but everyone who watched could totally tell that I was hurting. I was really trying to tough it out so I could get the points, and I got them. But as soon as that camera turned off, boy, for the rest of the evening, it was just bad for a long while. I don't remember how long it lasted, but long a freaking enough.
Yeah, I agree. And I don't think the V2 chug has been friendly to anybody. Even if they completed it, I don't think it's really been friendly to anybody. That's from all 4 of the League of Fire chug challenges, plus the Queen, and I haven't done the Johnny, the new one yet, but I have it. I've heard the V2 is just, the aftermath is just tough, so.
Yeah, it was rough. It was so rough.
Right. Okay, so next question is, what animal would you say would be the cutest of any animal if it was scaled down to the size of a house cat?
I don't know. A koala. I don't know. Or what about a sloth? Those are super cute.
For sure.
I don't know.
They could be. Which fictional character would be the most boring to meet in real life? Of all the fictional characters you can think of.
Which one would be the most boring?
Boring. Yep.
Oh my gosh, I don't know.
Uh,
Pass.
okay, fair enough. No big deal. I was just throwing them out there. I like to kind of take your brain.
I know, I know, I know.
Yeah, for sure. And that was just my choice questions. I just have them laying out in front of me, so I just looked at random ones. Yeah, so I'm excited. Anyway, so coming up, you are competing in a League of Fire challenge at the West Coast Hot Sauce Experience in California,
Yep.
correct? Awesome.
Yep.
And that challenge, we've already interviewed one of your competitors, yes?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Miss
So
Katie.
you are going to be taking on a chili pepper eating contest, yes?
Right? I know.
Have you ever done a contest like that?
No. My friend Chris and I, on one 4th of July, we had like 5 peppers, ranging from a jalapeno to a Trinidad scorpion. I don't think we had a Carolina Reaper that day. It was just a 4th of July fun video just to say happy 4th of July, you know.
Right.
But that's been it. Like, sure, I've nibbled on a few peppers here and there, but
Sure.
no, stomping on peppers has not been something that I've done on the regular. You know?
Yeah.
You know?
What is your biggest when it comes to doing challenges? Would you say your stomach tolerance or your mouth heat tolerance, or any just dealing with the heat is your biggest issue?
No, if it starts to hit your stomach,
Yeah.
you know, if you start getting that, you know, the feeling that, you know, it's going to get you. Yeah, your mouth might be on fire. You might be sweating. Your tears are rolling. You're snotting all over the place. But it's that stomach that you're dreading. You're hoping
Right.
and praying that all it is the mouth.
For sure. You know, quantity stuff like the chocolates and stuff that always hits you heavy. You know.
Yeah,
you got any of the chocolate challenges?
I have. I did the one bites, Rogers one bites.
Yeah. Okay.
And I did the Choco challenge, the little Feeding America
Awesome.
challenge. I did that one. I attempted the one brownie, failed. I did that for Easter, last year or something, and I was, you know, I thought for sure I was gonna lose my stuff. I was a mess. I had bunny ears on and the whole bit, you know, trying to do a cute little Easter video, but that got me. No, I don't like chocolate challenges. Did the chili cherry chocolate nightmare.
Oh, I like that.
Nope. I'm just not a big on the chocolate. I know Katie was talking about that, and super kudos to Katie for getting through that Nemesis bar.
Oh, yeah,
that was
she
like,
just did that right after. Yeah,
she jammed through that sucker like nothing. Like, she made that look super easy, and she likes it. But for me, the chocolate, I don't want to eat that much chocolate, and then to have all that Reaper on it as well. Like, I just don't like chocolate. I'm not into the chocolate ones. If you look at my League of Fire table, there's not much chocolate. I like the chugs and normal challenges.
So let's talk about it. When you're getting ready for a challenge, how do you normally prepare yourself before a challenge and after a challenge? What is your process?
Okay, so like for before, I try and eat, you know, a good meal. I make sure that I have, prior to doing a challenge, that I have things on hand to where I don't have to send my husband to the store or worry about having to take myself to the store. You know, I have milk, I have things that I need at home, maybe some yogurts. But I try to eat like, you know, something fatty, a big cheeseburger, or, you know, peanut butter sandwiches, you know, anything that's high in fat content. I try and mow that down. Proteins. And then afterwards, I'll make sure that my bedroom is set up with a heating pad, with a puke pan, with a towel, with something to drink on the nightstand ready to go, to where I can just go straight in there and lay down. Heat works for me. So I usually use a heating pad, or
Okay.
I have this hot sock. I think it's like filled with like lavender or rice or something. And I throw that in the microwave for 3 minutes and I can
Right.
use that on my tummy. I also have an ice pack that sometimes, I'm not sure why, because normally I do better with heat, but the ice pack seems to work good. Uh, a lot of times, I don't know if you ever get this, but not only do you get the stomach cramps, or do I, but my lower back, like I am not one to get a deep tissue massage. I just like a nice little, pet kind of, when I do a challenge, my back hurts so bad. My husband cannot ram into my back enough. So I have him
Right.
and I have a vibrator. Well, it doesn't sound good. A back vibrator like this, and it has the heat settings on it and stuff, so like I can really go to the vibrator feels good, so I just get
Very
everything set up afterwards, or beforehand, so after I'm ready to go.
excellent. Sorry if people couldn't hear me. I hope this is a little better. Am I a little louder? For those who, I had a couple comments that said I need to speak up or be louder, microphone, whatever. So hopefully it's better. Anyway, very cool. So this is the part where you get to choose your fate in your own questions. All right. So I'm gonna pick. Let's see here. I need three numbers from 1 to 250, please. Any three numbers?
1 to 250.
Yes.
Okay. 13, 75, and 250.
250. All right. Give me two numbers from 1 to 340.
1 and 340.
Excellent. Okay. So, your first question that you picked for yourself is, do you like any weird food combinations and what are they?
Okay. The only reason I'm saying this is because, Bombshell hot sauce, Lacey Flynn from Bombshell hot sauce, she had this
Yes.
thing to where she was challenging people to eat this certain combination of food. And I thought, oh my God. So, and I told her that I hadn't eaten it again, but I lied. Um, it's just sort of embarrassing because it's mayonnaise, peanut butter, and a hot dog.
Okay. A little weird,
On
but
that is weird, right?
to me, because I don't do mayonnaise really, so to me it's very weird. But yeah.
My uncle, or my husband's uncle, Uncle Chuckles, he eats peanut butter and mayonnaise, which I've tried that before too, and that's like sort of okay. But yeah,
Okay.
I don't have, other than that, and I don't eat that hot dog thing all the time, but I have had it, so that
So
would be
you've
the
eaten
weirdest.
it more than once, so that's not.
I have.
Okay,
I
so
lied
that's
to
not just the
Lacey.
one
Sorry,
time. Okay.
Lacey. I didn't want anybody to know.
No, very cool. Very cool answer. I like that. All right, and the next question you chose, what is something common from your childhood that will seem strange to future generations, if you can think of anything?
I don't know. Maybe just how I played when I was little. Like, I don't know how old you are,
I
but
am 40 almost.
all right, I'll be 48 in September. Uh, so growing up, things were different, and kids nowadays, they are more into their laptops and playing on their cell phones, having cell phones younger than I would even expect them to have a cell phone.
Yeah.
To where we did pine cone wars. We had pine cone wars, or relay races in the backyard where you, would make little obstacles with grass and with wood and with blocks and tires and do like races.
Right.
We would do that. We would play cowboys and Indians on our bikes or out into the woods, or cops and robbers on our bikes, should I say, and then cowboys and Indians out in the woods. Like, we did more playing. I made a mud pie with dandelions and as little decorations and pieces of sticks for the candles, and had a ball. Go ask a kid nowadays to make a mud pie, and they're gonna look at you less like you'll
Right.
probably lost your mind. So, I was an Atari 2600 and played Pac-Man. So I think just the age difference makes what I did probably seem weird to the young kids now.
All right. All right. When you walk into the room, what music would play as your theme song or theme music?
uh, I don't know. We have like my husband's introduced me to like hella music. And I honestly really suck with music. You could play something that most everybody in the planet would know who it was that was singing. And I would maybe know the words, but I couldn't tell you for the life of me who the hell it was. I don't know. It would probably be some 80s rock band. I don't know what my theme song would be. I can tell you some songs that I've liked. Here we go again. White Snake, that's a good song. We listen to a lot of the old classic rock, 70s
Okay.
and 80s.
Yeah,
music.
I could actually picture that, even with your titles and stuff, just that type of music being played. Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
I honestly listen to more country music than anything.
Sure.
But the classic 70s and 80s rock, you just can't go wrong with that, right?
Right. All right. Next question. What kind of tree would you be if you could be one, and why would you choose that?
A tree. Okay. Yeah. Where did you get this little book?
I looked up. I have like 6 different sections of questions. Some are weird, some are good, some are funny, and some are just general. So I just choose. So
okay.
Yeah.
A tree.
Do you have a favorite type of tree? If not, whatever.
I like cherry blossom trees.
They're pretty. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. I like those big oak trees. I like the white trunks. I like weeping willow trees. Those are cool. They make a mess and they're sticky, I think, if I remember right. But weeping willow trees are cool.
Let's see. What happens if you turn your headlights on while traveling at the speed of light? In your opinion, I don't know the answer to
that. Probably nothing. You're already going so fast.
Come on, right? You would be ahead of it. Yeah. I don't know. But no, I appreciate.
I will Google that later, though, just to see if there's
a good question to know for sure, for sure. No, that's all that you chose. So at this point in the show, this is where I give you the chance that if you want to give yourself a plug or where people can get a hold of you, you can go ahead and say that again one last time as we start to wind down.
All right.
Anything you want to say, or if you have any questions for me?
Well, I don't have any specific questions for you, no, but I would like to thank you for having me on again, and I do appreciate it. There was a few people I noticed that didn't have a clue to who Ruthie Reaper Booth was. Yes. So kind of nice to, have this opportunity to introduce myself and say hi to everybody. So I appreciate
like to refer to you as the silent assassin because you're not, I'm not saying you're not public, but you're not as often. And that's why some people might feel like they don't know you.
Well, but it's honestly my own fault because there for a while I was posting YouTube videos and challenges pretty darn frequently. And then I kind of got into a new job, and my husband and I moved across town, and we had some things go on. So there's been this gap. So I think it's been like probably almost 2 months since I posted to my YouTube channel. So people aren't going to know who you are if you don't get out there and do something. So, I'm hoping that through this pepper contest, that kind of gets the name out. You doing this kind of helps get the name out.
I hope so. I
Doing
hope
more
it helps you.
challenges will help get the name out. I've got the Johnny Scoville Slammer behind me. I've got the Death Nut 3.0. I've got the Trouble Bubble.
Awesome.
I've got the Toffee Heart. What is that? Heart of Fire.
The Heart of Fire.
I
Yeah, I've heard that's a
got that
tough one.
one here. So I got some jerky challenge from Sergeant Dunn's Beef Jerky. So I've got all these chips behind me.
You might as well just start eating them, right? Get that.
I got 7 of them. So
Yeah.
so
Yeah, I
yeah.
have
So
a little stack
challenges,
myself back here. So,
right?
I have a couple more questions before we wind down. There's going to be a special guest, a pretty important special guest attending the event in California. Yes.
Yes,
And who is that going to be?
it's gonna be the UK Chili Queen.
Oh, that is awesome. So if you don't know who the UK Chili Queen is, she is a fantastic woman. She can eat peppers like no other.
Yeah.
She's held multiple titles. So I think my last question is, would you be interested in representing the UK Chili Queen and doing a chug challenge right now? Right now.
Wow, putting me on the spot like
Right
that.
now. How would you feel?
Like I would feel like it would absolutely have to happen. Like, how could I deny doing that and representing her out of all people who's been so sweet and so supportive to me and to everybody? Of course.
So you have one? You do have one with you?
Look at right here. I sure do.
And
How about that?
I assume you have a League of Fire disclaimer with you?
I may.
Okay, so for those who don't know,
read it?
let me explain it real quick, and then I'll let you read that, and we'll get right into it for you. Okay.
All right.
So for those that don't know, the UK Chili Queen, I believe, is a 50 milliliter bottle of hot sauce. It is 9 million Scoville units. It's pretty chunky, pretty thick, pretty intense. It's got a nice little card of the UK Chili Queen on there. You take the entire bottle. You can chug it straight from the bottle or pour it into a glass. You have a 4-minute afterburn. It is worth 9 points in the League of Fire, in the League of Fire standards, which is currently the most points you can earn in one single challenge. So it's a pretty intense challenge. All of it, all at once, 4 minutes. Do you think you can do that?
I think I can, because this is my 3rd one.
Oh, excellent. All right, well, let's go ahead and read the disclaimer.
Okay. I, Ruth Booth, am over 18 years of age, of sound mind, and have read and understood the hot sauce product disclaimer on the League of Fire website. In summary, I accept that the League of Fire, their suppliers and manufacturers will, under no circumstances, be responsible for or liable for any claims of injury or damage arising from me consuming this product or multiples thereof. I acknowledge and agree to that fact without question.
Excellent. I appreciate you, and I hope you prepped for this, because if not, I almost apologize to it.
No, I did. I had earlier, I had part of a leftover steak and a baked potato with sour cream and cheddar cheese. And then right before getting on here, I had a peanut butter sandwich and some milk. And I have some chocolate milk right here for after.
Excellent. All right. Well, make sure at this point everything stays on screen. We hear that crack.
Can you see this all okay right here?
I can see you great. Yes, absolutely.
Okay, cool.
Let's go ahead and crack that seal. Excellent.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, the plastic wrap sometimes, for sure. I appreciate you doing this challenge. I think it's an excellent way to segue into everything, for sure.
For sure.
And you're going to pour it into your glass. I think it's easier. Yeah, it's easier.
I've done it the other way with the bottle, and it got stuck a little bit, and I was really like, so yeah, I'm going to put it in the shot glass.
Awesome. And then whenever you're done pouring that out, just show us the empty bottle, of course, you know.
Alrighty. Yeah, it is a thick. It's always, I really so much wanted to use this on food, just to, in moderation.
You know, I bet you it would be good in like a chili or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know.
Awesome. I appreciate that. We see that. Yes, for sure. Empty bottle. So whenever you are ready, you down that whole thing, however long that takes you. And once that's gone, you show me an open mouth. I'll give you your 4-minute timer, and it's all
right.
yours.
All right. Cheers. Thank you.
Cheers. Awesome. Perfect. Countdown begins.
Yeah. It, it'll hit me here in a second.
Oh, yeah.
But
Yeah.
it does taste good. It smells good. I really do like this challenge.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you. I've done this challenge twice. The first time I did one, the second time I did 2 of them back to back. And both times that has really had me laying on the tile floor.
Well, the first time I did it, surprisingly, I did it on New Year's Eve 2021.
Okay.
And then I had done a live giveaway that day too. And so, everyone thought, oh, it's New Year's Eve. I thought, oh, great, my New Year's is going to be screwed, right? And I did have a little bit of a stomach thing. I felt it for a little bit. But for the most part, I was still good for my New Year's.
Right.
The second one I did last month, I was good for about an hour afterwards, hour and a half maybe. And then I got sick.
Yeah.
It does get the back of your throat.
Okay. You feel that in the
The
throat?
first time I did it, though, I got the cat pie. And I
Okay.
love that. That's like my favorite thing ever.
So can you explain that to people who may not understand what that is like? Just your personal experience with it.
Yeah, sometimes it's usually a gradual thing for me. Like you feel it coming on. Your fingers might get a little tingly. You might start getting a little lightheaded. I don't smoke weed, okay? I used to long ago, but I don't anymore. But that cloudy feeling you kind of get when you get a little bit too stoned, or you kind of feel a little floaty,
Okay.
like maybe a high feeling,
Okay.
just capsaicin high rather than anything else. And I don't know, it's just it doesn't last a super long time for me. Maybe about 10 minutes or so.
Okay.
Not long, but it's just enough just to give you the floaties, make you feel happy.
Right. So we've I don't want you to think about too much. We got a minute and a half left. Where do you say your heat level is currently? Dealing with it in your mouth, throat, stomach type of...
Probably a 4.
Okay, not bad. Not bad.
Yeah, it's an all over mouth burn. A little bit on my lip. I got a little bit on my lips. But
Yeah.
and I got the tears. I don't know if you can see it, but I do have a little bit of tears going. It's a hot one.
Yeah. It's a hot.
It's definitely worse than 9 points. I'm
Yeah,
a little the Scoville Slammer though. I don't know if is that 7 points. I'm not sure what
I
the
think
difference.
it's 7. Yeah, I think it's 7. I've heard it tastes better. I haven't tried it yet, so I don't know.
Yeah, I heard the opposite. I heard that the Slammer wasn't. Not many could get past the taste. Like it
Oh,
tasted
wow.
really
And it's 13 million, but no extract, I believe. Is that true? Is that what I
right.
don't know. Okay. 30 seconds left, and you just destroyed this challenge real quick. I mean, that's a fast 4 minutes for me.
I thought it was
right
a nice touch to do this today. I really appreciate her.
Yeah.
She's been really supportive and has given comments and stuff and kudos to me well before I was invited to this chili pepper contest. So
She's a very
I really
sweet lady,
appreciate
that's
her.
for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. 3, 2, 1. Yay!
All right, that is awesome. Unless you need to go. I will, whatever. If you want to go, I'll kick you out now. Close up. If not, say a final piece, and we'll end this session. Appreciate you doing this.
Thank you. I appreciate you having me. I look forward to your other guests and what they have to say. It's always nice to get to know people on a little bit more personable note. Follow me on YouTube. Follow me on Instagram, Facebook. Like and subscribe. Give me some support. I would really appreciate it. I do a lot of sauce reviews, but I also do challenges, and eventually I'll throw some guns in there also, because like I say, we do like going and shooting our guns and going out and playing. So I have a few ideas planned for some reviews pertaining to guns. So
awesome. And when we look at you on YouTube, it is GUN''S ANDREAPER''S.
Yes.
Okay. We just want to make sure, because you're not the only Guns and Reapers that can be found on YouTube, correct? If you spell it some other way.
There is another Guns and Reapers?
Not that does the same thing, but if you spell it a different way, there is. So that's why I asked, and that's why I made sure it's on there. But yeah, there's the YouTube. You can see it in the bottom. There's her Instagram at Ruthie_Reaper_Booth.
Yep.
You can also follow her on TikTok, Ruthie_Reaper_Booth. You can find her on Snapchat as well.
Yep.
At Ms. Badass Booth.
Yeah, I love it. That started because my husband has a YouTube channel, which he hasn't like posted anything on it in a long time, but it was all gun related, and he was Badass Bill. And so since we're married, I'm, Mrs. Badass.
For sure. Jiff said, way to go. You killed it.
Thank
Robin
you.
says you are a certified badass. Jiff says you're super calm and agrees that you are definitely a badass.
Oh.
So I think that's a fantastic way to wrap up the show. I appreciate everything for this, and I will see you again, I'm sure.
All right. Thank you. Have a great night and rest of your week.
For your time. All right. Thank you for joining me on another episode of Outside the Fire. Currently, basically, Outside the Fire is interviewing other chili heads, as well as maybe other YouTube or social media event people that may want exposure. Help hopefully get traffic to me, get traffic to them. I'm Crazy Jay. I like to do things the crazy way. So stay tuned. My YouTube channel as well. But this was all about Miss Ruthie Booth and making sure she could get herself exposed to the world, and hopefully you all figure out who she was, who she is, and hopefully her competitors will figure out how competitive she is, and she might be the last woman standing. We don't know. But thank you for your time. This ends my time here. My time with you will hopefully never end. Stay crazy, my friends.